life, then he'll know whether an alien is close by. The key here is to use the trees for overhead cover and run in a serpentine path to avoid making his movement patterns like obvious. He should also try to mask his smell and thermal signature by covering his body in dirt, since we don't know what senses these creatures use to hunt. Grab a branch or like a sharp piece of metal in case he has to defend himself, and find his way to a road or a structure where he can hide until the military takes them out. At this point, Zach is doing everything he can to call out for any other survivors, and luckily he runs into his friend Britt, and they both go rushing towards the sound of somebody screaming, and they find the pilot slowly dying from his injuries. Zach then hears his wife Jess calling for help, and as he runs towards the sound of her voice, one of the aliens appears and drags the pilot's body away. Terrified beyond belief, they all run for their lives as the aliens start 86ing them, but they don't make it far before one of them grabs Britt and disappears into the trees. Like, damn, we just met Britt. Zach and his friends Noah try rushing to save her, but by the time that they catch up, they find that the alien is standing over her smoldering body, and they're forced to book it as it turns to go after them next. Zach trips and falls flat on his face, turning around just in time to see the alien about to eat his ass up. But at the last second, it leaps straight over Zach and goes after Noah instead, holding him down and melting off his face with an energy beam. Yeah, then his ass stands up and extends two giant metal spikes from his wrists. Oh yeah, and plunges them straight into Noah's chest as he jolts his body full of electricity. Like, damn, son. There's nothing Zach can do besides keep going, so he takes off sprinting through the trees until he finally runs out of breath. Not all hope is lost for Zach, because he does find his wife's bandana lying under this tree, and finds her kneeling in the middle of the trail not much further away. So, okay, but when he goes to check on her, he's shocked to discover that she's already dead. So now Zach is pissed, and he just starts shouting at the aliens in a blind rage, which, okay, you know, as you should. And when he's ready to give up, he hears an engine coming from somewhere beyond the trees. So he rushes towards the sound and relieves to find this farmer dude, and he climbs into the passenger seat, but the man pulls out a revolver and tells him to, you know, beat it. All Zach wants to do is try his best and explain what the hell is going on, when suddenly one of the aliens grabs this dude from behind, and he accidentally fires off a shot that blows off half of Zach's hand. This dude is just being eaten right in front of Zach, and a second alien climbs into the cab and blasts Zach with a shot of his energy beam. But like, somehow he manages to survive the attack. When his vision clears up, he's relieved to see that the aliens are gone, but when he tries driving away, the truck is stuck. He starts to feel like a bizarre force pulling him up, and the entire truck is lifted off of the ground and hoisted into the air by the ship's tractor beam. Scary for some, but you know, there's people out there that have been waiting their whole lives to get abducted, so enjoy it while you can, Zach. When Zach finally stops, he finds himself in the middle of a pitch black chamber of some sort, and a blinding light appears out of the darkness and hits him with another blast of radiation. Damn, Zach!
And new, fresh, doing up to 3 hit splats at once. An extreme one-chunk Iron Man, and the quickest explanation is a player-created game mode that splits the game map into a grid made of hundreds of squares called chunks, with the goal being to unlock every chunk in the game one chunk at a time. After deciding which chunk to start in, you're given a list of tasks to complete ranging from best in slot items, collection log slots, quests, achievement diaries, and the highest level skilling challenges. The only rule of the game mode is to never leave your unlocked area, and only using what's available to you at the time to complete your tasks. This does include instances and dungeons accessible within your area. Other than that, anything within the Iron Man game rules is acceptable, including raiding with other players. Once you complete every task in the chunk, it's then permanently unlocked, and you're able to randomly roll an adjacent chunk to expand your map. This is where my account will be starting, the TOB chunk. To get here, unfortunately won't be as simple as taking a leisurely stroll. One small roadblock prevents me from entering Mauritania, the Priest in Peril quest. Before I even start my journey, I need to complete the Priest in Peril with as few levels as possible, keeping my account as pure as I realistically can. Fortunately, I'm not the first person to start an extreme one-chunk account in the region of Mauritania. This is Frey, and 2 years ago, he started his extreme one-chunk journey in the city of Canifis. After watching Frey, I knew what to do and how to possibly improve on his strategy. Step 1. Get level 5 attack on chickens. Step 2. Start Rune Mysteries quest. If you're wondering why I'm doing Rune Mysteries at all, when it's not even officially required to do the Priest in Peril quest, it's because 50 Rune Essence are required, and after completing the Rune Mysteries quest, I can easily mine the Essence that I need. The only other realistic way to get the Essence this early on in an account is by killing Minotaurs in the Stronghold of Security. However, this has a major risk of obtaining an unwanted collection log slot, the right skull half. In my opinion, I would rather have an extra quest completed that will not affect my account for an incredibly long time than to have an inflated number of collection logs staring me in the face for years. Step 3. Get 2k coins from the Stronghold of Security. Step 4. Buy a steel two-handed sword from the shop in Tavelry. Step 5. Finish the Rune Mysteries quest and mine 50 Rune Essence. This gets me level 4 mining, but level 4 is just as useless as level 1, so it's not a big deal. Step 6. Start the Priest in Peril quest. Step 7. Flinch the Temple Guardian for 30 whole minutes. Step 8, and this is very important, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Step 9. Kill the Zamorak Mage. The lowest XP method to do this is to Venom the Mage with a Serpentine Helm and Blowpipe on an alt account. Because of its fast heal rate, the damage from the alt won't count, and I only have to tag it once with Wind Strike to get the kill credit and key drop. Step 10, we finish the quest and make it to the starting chunk with the least amount of XP gained. 10 easy steps and I'm ready to be officially locked to the chunk until I complete all of these chunk tasks. We have a massive amount of tasks to complete in this chunk, all of which pertain to the Theater of Blood itself. First, we have the skill tasks. Level 80 attack is required to wield the Grazi Rapier. 75 defense is needed to equip the Justiciar armor, 82 magic to use the Sanguinesti staff, and 90 strength to slash enemies with the powerful Scythe of Eter. Unsurprisingly, all of these items with the high skill requirements are also going to be my best in slot items in the chunk. The Scythe for larger monsters, the Grazi Rapier for smaller monsters, the Sang Staff comes with its own extremely powerful spell, and Justiciar is unmatched. In fact, the only unique item from the raid that won't be a best in slot for me will be the Avernic Defender hilt, which is rendered useless without the Dragon Defender, which is all the way in Birth Orb. Unfortunately, there is no way to get anything for the glove slot, boot slot, amulet slot, or ring slot. There are no quests that I am currently able to complete in this chunk. There are 2 quest starting points here, but that will require many more unlocked chunks to be able to do. There are also no achievement diary tasks to do in this chunk, but there are many combat achievements. 1 hard task, 8 elite tasks, 18 master tasks, and 20 grand master tasks, some of which are the most difficult tasks in the entire game. And finally, we have some collection log slots, of course. In order to not be too repetitive, I'm not going to list off every best in slot item again, but they are all collection log slots as well. Other than those, we have the Vial of Blood, which is used to charge the Scythe, as well as making some potions, which I will not be able to do for a long time. The Avernic Defender hilt, even though it's not useful, it is still a collection log slot that